There is a small cafe near my company. It's warm, quiet, and smells like fresh coffee. I go there during lunch breaks or after work when my mind is tired. And every time I see him, a young man sitting in the same corner near the window with his laptop open. I don't even know his name. But for months, he has been the stranger I can't stop noticing. I'm Sheila, and this is how one simple cafe changed my life.
The first time I saw him, I was with two coworkers. We walked in the cafe laughing, tired from work. I ordered my usual iced latte, and when I turned, I saw him. A boy in a black hoodie, head down, typing fast, earphones in. But his eyes suddenly lifted and met mine. Just 1 second. But that 1 second stayed with me the whole day. I quickly looked away, pretending I didn't feel anything. But something warm moved inside me. Maybe curiosity, maybe excitement, maybe something more. I didn't talk to him. He didn't talk to me, but every time I walked inside the cafe, I felt his eyes. Not staring, just noticing. 1 second. A small, careful look. When I entered the cafe, he would look up for a moment, just to check if it was me. When I left, I could feel his gaze following me until the door closed. We were strangers, but not strangers at all. Sometimes I caught him looking at me. He quickly looked away, pretending he didn't, and I did the same. It became a silent game between us, a secret dance. Look away, pretend nothing happened, and a heart beating a little too fast. I liked this quiet connection. It made everything more exciting and a bit addictive. That day, work was terrible. Everything went wrong. After work, I went to the cafe alone, hoping for a moment of peace. When I opened the door and saw him in his usual corner, I felt something inside me relax. I didn't even look directly. I felt him there. I sat alone and ordered a tea because I was cold. It was raining outside and the cafe was crowded. People were noisy. The barista looked stressed.
When the drink was ready, the barista accidentally pushed the cup too quickly. The hot tea spilled over my hand. Ah! I dropped the cup. The cafe went silent. My hand turned red and burned hard. Before I could react, someone ran toward me. It was him. With worried eyes and shaking hands, he took a napkin and gently wrapped my hand. "Are you okay?" he asked. His voice was soft but full of panic. For the first time, I heard his voice. I'm fine," I whispered. He didn't believe me. "Come, sit. Your hand is red." He guided me to his table. Everyone was watching. My heart was beating too fast. He looked at my hand carefully. "You should put cold water on it. It will help," he said. I nodded. He stayed beside me the whole time, making sure I was okay. That small accident broke the wall between us. When I came back from washing my hand, the waitress cleaned the table and left. And he was still standing there. He was thinking, and I could see he was nervous. He took a breath and said, "Can I sit with you just for a minute?" My heart jumped. I nodded. He sat down slowly, like he couldn't believe he was really doing it. "I see you here often," he said. his voice slightly shaking. "And I always wanted to talk to you, but I never found the courage." "You always look so focused," I said. He gave a small laugh. "Honestly, I was more distracted by you than you think." My breath stopped. There it was. The truth we both avoided. The feeling we pretended wasn't there. A warm silence grew between us. Not uncomfortable. Just full of something I didn't know how to name. When he was about to say something more, a loud noise came from behind us. 2 customers started arguing. One pushed a chair and it fell loudly, almost hitting our table. I jumped. The sudden noise scared me. Without thinking, he reached out and held my hand. Not strong, just enough to calm me. For a moment, the whole cafe disappeared. Just him and me. I looked at our hands, then at him. He didn't pull away. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "Are you okay?" I nodded, but my heart was racing for a very different reason. He slowly released my hand, but the warmth stayed. That small moment gave him the courage he needed. When the cafe got quiet again, he looked at me and said, "Sheila." He said my name like he had practiced it in his mind. For months, I've been trying to work here peacefully, but every time you walk into this cafe, everything inside me stops. He looked down shy. I really like you, more than I should. I know it sounds strange. I don't even know you well, but I want to. My heart felt full, heavy, lit, everything at the same time. "I feel the same," I whispered. "I always noticed you. I just didn't know what to do with the feeling." He smiled in a shy, hopeful way. "Then can we start with one coffee together?" I nodded. "Yeah, I'd like that." We sat there for another hour. We talked. We laughed quietly. We discovered little things about each other. And at the end, he walked me home. It felt natural, sweet, and calm. His name was Armand, a freelance designer. He worked in the cafe every day because it inspired him. At my door, he asked softly, "Can I see you again?" Not in silence, not in a corner, but for real? "Yes," I said, without hesitation. And that simple yes changed everything. Sometimes love doesn't enter our lives with noise. Sometimes it sits quietly in a corner, waiting for the right moment to look up and finally be seen.